Hello everybody and welcome back to Workers and Resources. So we got this town expanded last time and we got some oil on the go. I've spent a bit of money, about 60 grand. I've just upgraded this part of the road so it's tarmacked because this was still on gravel, so my oil trucks can get out a bit quicker. Yeah, they're getting up to 90. Oh, 94. Excellent. Right, so they're moving a bit. That'll move them a bit faster, move a bit more oil out, a bit quicker. Should keep the production up. So the bitumen's full already. That's good. We're not buying any cement in, we're not buying any bitumen in now. I do think I want to hook that up, you know, rather than having a truck, because I think having a truck's going to cause us problems in the long run. I think I'd rather spend the money now and get it connected up. Just thinking where I'm going to connect that, get that road connection. Let's move it back a bit. Not an auto build, am I? I'm just double checking because I've just auto built them roads. We need not another one of them. We need. I'm just wondering. I don't think I need a pipe. I don't think I need a pump on there. Pumping station. I'm pretty sure it should. Pick it up. Right, let's get this. I bet this is going to tell me it's too long. I just know it. Oh, you git. Right, could have maybe done with a pump. Maybe if I remove that road there, might be able to squeeze one in here. Doesn't matter which one, just any will do. Well, we've got 3 into 1, so we've got 1 output. Get it as tight up there as I can. Let's get these roads connected in. Just thinking the best way to do this. Right, that'll do. Those you set to search roads, yeah. Good. Right. Go and do the roads then. Roads there need doing. Hello. Right, I'll come back and have a look at them in a minute. Got a bit of dodgy road thing going on. Now then, right, I need a pipe out of here. That'll do. Yeah, I'm just thinking whether or not I need a storage or whether I could just pump it. But I think I am going to have a storage on here, so that way there's always bitumen ready for delivery. If I put that there, I'm going to have trouble getting the road out unless I face it that way. Right, there's an input and output in the right direction anyway, so that's one thing. Let's do that there. Make sure I can get the road in. Definitely have to have these connected up because it will just burn down otherwise. Let's get that connected up to there. Let's go over the top of this one and down under the wires. What's that going to cost me? 300 grand. Is it worth it? Oh my god. Right. Has anybody picked this road up yet? Yes. Good. Right, while they're working on that, now that it's night time as well, you should all have power. Yeah, you will do. Yeah, there's dumpers heading down to that one as well. There's probably a bus head out soon. Let's just get it back to daylight so I can see what I'm doing. Right, that's... Once that's connected up and finished, I'm going to sell that little truck then. Don't need that anymore. And then I don't have to auto purchase bitumen. So for the amount that's going to cost me, for what it's going to save me, it probably wasn't worth it. It'll pay for itself in about 10 years. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm coughing into the microphone. That's not very good, is it? Yeah, apologies for that. I've got a bit of a sore throat still. Right, that's in and booked in and blinking expensive. Happy about how expensive that is. It's going to drain me dry, that is. I'm probably going to have to, once I've got things planned out, I'm probably going to have to pause and save some money up. Pause the video and fast forward and save some money up. Right, so over here I'm going to have, maybe over this side possibly, I think the train construction yard's definitely going over this side. I want a fueling station somewhere around this end, because I'm not going to get one any further down. I could have done with putting one round about here somewhere, but I'm a bit concerned about how the trains are going to get back to fuel. I'm probably going to have a couple of diamond junctions here and there, because if they run out of fuel sort of like halfway down, they're not going to be able to turn around and come back. If I put one here, it's going to be horrendous because we're on a really bad slope, quite steep. Yeah, I'm not so keen on that idea. I'll deal with that later anyway. That's we're going to be a few episodes off getting anywhere near trains. Not even sure whether I'm going to get to trains. I'm going to keep trying though. Frame rate's alright. We look over here, it suddenly drops to like 27, 26 from 75 if I look this way. Right, these coal mines. I think I'm going to get the coal mines in first, and then plan out around – 'cause where we're going to build from here. So I would like about 5 of them, but they need to be fairly close together because I need to be able to get passengers down there, workers. Oh, come on. Oh, that one went in. I'm not even building on the wireframe. Ah, right, now that's given me a... Right, good, that shows me... Yeah, I'm definitely not getting 5 in here. I'm going to get 3. You should be... Are you not in range? No, it's just out of range, look at that. Construction crew, please. Or do I just pay for it? I'll just pay for it. Only a bit of levelling, it's not going to cost that much. I'm not going to know what percentages they are till they're built either though, that's the only thing. Bloody tooltip in my way. I'm not sure about this distance between these. I'm not sure if it's too much. I'm going to have to get that construction yard because I'm going to have to build. I'm going to have to do it with the roads and everything. I don't want to. For when I'm going to pay for a construction yard, it'll pay for itself in about 5 minutes. Not even that. Let's just whack one down there and get that built. What are you? Excavator, right. Those are flat. No, yeah, they are flatbeds. Dumpers. They're funny looking dumpers. Oh, what you set on buildings? Okay. I think I'll set this on roads as well. Actually, I forgot about them. They're big dumpers. Right. Now he will go on that. Oh no, he won't. He's too small. Do I have to move them down there manually? I'm going to do. Oh, what about these up here? Let's take these. Right, let's get you to... Let's get them down there. Right, while they're bringing them down there, I'm going to move... How much room we got in here? We've got 4 spaces, excellent. Right, I'm going to move 4 bulldozers up there. Because they can carry 2 bulldozers each. I'm going to have to move 2 of these dumpers. Pop them in there for now. Otherwise I won't be able to move my trucks back. Right, I'm going to go and do this. I'll be back in a second. Right, so while I've been sorting it out, this is nearly finished. The pump's done, the pipes are done. We're alright for money. We sort of broke even roughly, really, while we've been building this, and that was quite expensive. Stop, 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 stop. Don't want fuel, I want bitumen. Go. Start putting the wrong stuff in there already. Why aren't you putting bitumen in there? Is it because there's none required here? Ah. I need to put a pump in this side. Oh, that was a costly mistake. Otherwise that's not going to fill up. It's only going to fill up when it's only going to take it when it's needed. Unless it fills up when this gets full. I don't think that's going to get full. Do it again. Come with this one because I wanted the road on this side. It doesn't make things easy, this game. And before I press play, I've just realised I've just auto-built all of that. Don't auto-build it, that will cost me a lot of money. Right, sections, that bit. Weird. Right, let's get that construction crew building that, because that will save me money. I call this place Bilderberg, by the way, just for a laugh. I know Berg is a German sort of name, but we are a sort of Eastern European province, so Republic. Supposed to be anyway, so yeah, there would be some Bavarian influence slightly. Right, so that should go and get built now. Right, so while I've done that, I've moved all these down here. I've got 6 bulldozers and 4 excavators. I know this is at a proper wonky angle, but it doesn't matter because it's temporary. I only need it to build this town down here. I've lost my minds. They're there. Right, just double check we're not auto building. No, we wouldn't. Would have started already. Right, so somewhere in the middle of this lot, I need a bus stop. I'm really not sure whether this is going to reach. No. Bloody auto build. I've built it. Didn't mean to. Right, is auto build off? Yes. Right, let's get yeah, we're definitely going to need a fire station down this end. Right, I don't need the bus to actually come out this side. Unless we're bringing them in down that road. By possibility. Now let's give them as much of a shortcut as we can. The place is called Jawohl. We're not Germans. Just wondering if they'll use a path. And it should do. Right. They're all connected up to road ends. Oh, there was... I just remembered. I know, I'm doing it in the dark again. I forgot to connect that up. Are you going to pick that one up? There. Pathing team. Go on, I'll just pop one in for you. There you go. Right. Let's get back to down here. Wait for a bit of daylight. Come on, daylight. Let's get to daytime so it's a bit brighter. See what I'm doing better. There we go. I'm in 2 minds to put this on pause here actually. I could do with the money just totting up though. Not like they're going to pick this up. It's out of reach anyway. I'm going to have to come manually build all this lot. Right. Just want the tarmac road coming in. Just before I build that, let's get the wireframe on and I can see which line I'm going up. Right, let's take some emergency access off for these. Emergency vehicles won't be able to go through the bus station, so that needs hooking up anyway. Right, so let's continue this road up here. I'm not sure where we're going to yet. I don't want to go too far. I'm thinking here. Let's turn this wireframe off so I can have a good look at this. Yeah, I'm thinking this area here would be pretty good for a town, and then we can just whip buses down. Probably do with a petrol station, a gas station down this end. Just in case they do the, let's get all the way there and then turn around just as we get in. Quick glance at the auto build. We'll need electric down here as well. Right. Conveyors are going to be fun. Now then. So we've got 3 mines, I reckon 2 coal ore processing plants. Should hopefully manage those. I would do with levelling quite a bit of this out actually. Make enough room for a couple of processing plants and then we can get them hooked up. Get the electrics in as well. of an awkward place. I keep looking up at that old tall building. So paranoid about it. Even though I've got plenty of money, I've run out of money so quickly. That building somewhere and spend like 400 or 500 grand on steel. So I definitely don't want to get the train lines on the go yet, because that's going to cost an absolute fortune. Now then, I do want a storage facility in between these. I was thinking whether to do one or two. Large aggregate storage, it can 950 ton of coal ore. I don't think we're going to really have any need to store any more than that. Could have done with this on the other way round, so I can get that road connection. I need the conveyor connections that side though. Take it a bit further up. Right, this is only going to the steel plant, it's not going anywhere else. You're going to make it awkward for me getting... I need 3 conveyors coming into that. I'm just thinking whether or not I could put a small one in. No, I'm not going to be able to. Right, this is going to be a little bit awkward because I've got to get the road under here as well. And you can always have the road coming out the other way. Getting roads out of these is going to be really awkward as well. No, I'll have the road going the other way. It's the best thing. Let's probably go like this. Try about... I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe I've come from here. Let's see if we can get a road under there now. Oh yeah. Any look? He can, but he's really wiggly. It's so blinking annoying, these roads. Glance up at the auto build. Right, let's get that road in. Conveyor connections, right, one to there, one to there, one to there. I'll need another one. Oh my god, we're gonna need another road coming out of there. This is getting ridiculous. Actually, if we get one about here, I might be able to join up to that road. Do that. This engine transfer mad. Right, so I could have done with that one facing down this way. I'm going to need another one here anyway to get it over that road. If that'll do it. Yeah. Are you gonna... No, you're not. Let's try there. Try a little bit closer. Try a little bit further away. Yes. Right, get that in there. Now then. That one's a bit too close to that road. Will you connect up first? Yes. I don't think you're going to connect up. Nope. These are just so awkward. I just really find them annoying. Go that way then. I don't think that'll connect. Surprisingly, it does. 55 ton of steel. You let me get a road out of here? Yes. It's gone dark again. Get them booked in. Let's get it back to daytime because I can't see a thing. Right, I need another connection. Go from about here. Nope. Try a bit further away. Oh, come on. Try a bit closer. I wish we could have multiple inputs on these connections, like 2 or 3 inputs going out to one. There's an option like you have with the oil. I won't have to do all these then. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this across here. Like that. Yeah, that's not going to connect up. Let's try sticking one in there in between. Really goes against my planning, my normal planning style. 730,000 just for them conveyor belts. Wow. Not even joined this end up yet. Right, I need 2 coal processing plants. Of course, this is going to be really awkward because of the connections. Get a bit more of this flattened out. still on fast forward. Now there is a footpath entrance there. Just double check I can get that conveyor in there first. Oh, come on. You make me put another engine transfer in. You're all winding me up. I was going to say something else then. Oh, street connections on that side, right, that's fine. No, this one should connect up. But it's going to block the road. Oh my god. I'm going to need another engine transfer. It's getting to be a bit of a pain, this. Because this is not how I like building, all haphazard like this. Just got to make sure everything's connected though. Right. The position of them outputs is just so awkward. Gonna mean more engine transfers. Right, that's hooked up. Oh! Let's get the road. I was thinking, what do I need to put on here? I might just put a bus stop, because we only need 30 people here. And if we use a bus stop, then emergency vehicles can go through it. You have got enough room to make that turn. Come on. I shall not swear. Right, go to there. Get them in. I'm going to pay for them because they've got no road access. Now then, I'm going to want an asphalt road. Actually, where's town going? I think. I'm going to need to get these out into a coal storage. I need a large aggregate storage. I mean, two mines are doing 2. I don't think we need 2. Steel mill's going to go about here, I think. town's probably going to be down this sort of area. I'm deliberating where this is going. So I'm looking at that road connection. They're always in the wrong place. They're always on the wrong side. It's so freaking annoying. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of raising of the terrain here. Get it over this end, and just gotta make sure I've got room for get an engine transfer in front of it, so I can get the road. Well, 2 engine transfers, so I can get the road underneath it. Right, go to there. That'll do. Get one there and one. Got that there. Should be able to squeeze a road through that. Now then, we need one. Need one round this side. Probably going to need 2 actually. It's going to cost an absolute fortune to build this, and I've got to go on. I've got to go and manually assign everything because it's out of the range. Just wondering whether that was too close to there then. So I can bring that road round to there. Now then. Let's do this side. In fact, I can just hook this one straight up and then we can just run the road out underneath there. I need to get the road for those buses. Should have put a bus stop in there. Don't know why I didn't. I haven't connected. No, that's an engine transfer. I have connected that mine up. No, I've built it now. Never mind. Right, I don't think I'm going to be able to connect directly up to there. No. The roads are all on the wrong side. I hate these things. Do I need to get the road? Right, let's just see if we can get roads connected up. Right, so you want to come. Come on, you can get through there, surely. See? Get that hooked up onto there. This one's a problem here. just wondering if it's that conveyor. Will you let me have the conveyor? Oh yeah. Now then, did I build gravel there? I wanted that asphalt. I did use asphalt for that one. Right, so let's get this coming up here straight. I want that road to go straight out of there. I don't know. Maybe level the road, level the land out a bit might help. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I've had enough. My head's wrecked. I've not even built the town yet. I don't even think I'm gonna... Planning out a town is gonna take me ages because I've got to go and do loads of levelling and everything. I've got to plan all the road connections and... I'm in two minds. I think I might just get this hooked up and built, you know. Definitely gonna need... Oh, we need a fire station and everything. Oh my god. I didn't intend on this getting this complicated. So yeah, I'll get this in. It'll take me about 10 or 15 minutes and then I'll get a town in and then... what they say about best laid plans and all that kind of stuff. Right, so let's have the town down here. It's relatively flat, he says, and then makes a great big whacking hill. I don't want to get too far away, but this area down here is looking a lot easier to level out. And this isn't on good level either. It all looks flat until you start leveling, and then all of a sudden you're getting hills everywhere. And it's quite a steep. Quite steep. It's very steep. To do with that, I'd prefer contours. I think I prefer Transport Fever's contours because they give you a better indication of what levels you're at. Whereas this, it looks flat. And you start leveling, and it's like 3 hours later, you're still at it. I think this town's going to have to be multi-leveled, definitely. Well, that looks completely flat. Now we're creating a hill again. I didn't want to have to go for multiple layers like this. There's not enough room in here to build a town. I need to go. I'm gonna have to go and spend a while doing this. Right, I'll come back in a minute. Right, so I got a rather large area levelled out. I had to use my road trick, and I've laid a road going up and joining up onto this. So this is all connected up. That's connected there. I've put 3 construction offices here. Don't need that bit of road. I put 3 construction offices here and left that one. I've also put a gas station because one of the bulldozers went off up there, and then a excavator went off up there, and then they couldn't get back because I started doing this. So I've started upgrading this to a asphalt road, so that these construction offices down here can get up and back in a reasonable shake of time anyway. So these should definitely cover it. Yeah. Turn that off. I don't want to confuse anymore. He was stuck in the gas station up there with a confused symbol above him. That's filling up. Bitumen's fine in the asphalt plant. So that's got plenty in there. We're alright for fuel. I wish I could tell this what to produce. It's got oil. Full of fuel. And we've got no power. The electric's just gone. 50p in the meter, quick! Where's my buses? It's coming up this road. I don't know if I showed you these buses. I think it was on one of the episodes that I had to delete. But you can reskin the buses, and I've made this one rather rusty and beaten up, and it's got graffiti on it. I thought sorry about the frantic. I can't move the camera any easier than the way it is. So yeah, I've bashed the lights in and I've covered it in rust. And I've put some Russian graffiti on the side. That's actually a tag from a Russian graffiti crew from Moscow, I think. So yeah, beat up old buses. I don't know whether I showed you that or not. I really can't remember whether you saw it. I know I definitely mentioned it, but it was probably on one of the episodes that I had to bin. It was a few weeks ago now. Come on, you lot, get to work. We need the power on. We need the lights on. There we go. Right, so trust it to go dark. It's a good job it did actually, because they were coming anyway. Right, so I will rename this town, but at the moment I'm just trying to get things planned in. So we need a small train platform. Get the wireframe on. Bright lights. Want this in the middle of town. Do that to about there. Take this to about there just for planning purposes. Right, let's get that in. Get it on play now, we're on normal time. Now then, come up that one there. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. These need to be with street lights. Do you know what? I don't think I've put any streets with street lights on. Did that take? It did. Right, they all got street lights. I don't think Badgergrad got any streets with street lights on, so I'm going to have to go and address that. I'm not doing it right now though, because I just want to get this town planned in. Now, I thought about having 2 bus platforms. So we'll have one to service the mines, and we'll have one to service the steel mill. So this is probably going to go that way. So yeah, he'll service the steel mill, and that one will service the mines, and then they won't be butchering one another for staff. Because I'm also going to have to get them to use these bus stops for the building crew as well. Go to that there. Bring that out a little bit. Get that boxed in. I might as well put it on pause now. I've got 1 million. I don't need street lights on them bits. Right, what I do need in here is a warehouse with a meat locker. Actually, I need to run a road down here and join up with this end of town, so I'm thinking actually the warehouse can go down this end because it'll be closer to where I have to send it to, or where I'm sending it from. So if I put it, just thinking, so I really could do with a road cargo station on that as well, just for potential queuing problems. That there. Meat storage can go there. It's definitely going over an hour, this video. Right, so we need a bit of road just coming down there like that. We'll do one on that side as well. I'm going to take that road a little bit further. It's not going to let me join up onto that bit. Oh, it will if I do that. Alright, it's not quite as nicer curve as I would have had, but it's joined up. Right, so that road will get joined up to Badgergrad, and then I can bring stuff from the warehouse over there and the meat over there, drop it off here, and then distribute it around town. I don't need this side of town in right now. It's this side of town I need in because we're going to have to send workers up there to get everything built. So let's get a shopping centre. Make sure they've got everything they need. Shopping centre in about here. Cinema can go down here. Move it back a bit, and then if I need footpath connection across the front, I don't know if I've left enough room for one. Right, school and kindergarten definitely need. I've got to remember to put these in this time. Over the school there, let's pull it back a bit. Get a kindergarten in there. Let's have another one up here. Go down this end. Right. So I need some residential buildings. I think maybe some of these flats. Few of them in there. Maybe do some tall prefabs in here. Couple of tall ones there. Get a big block of flats, or maybe even two. Oh, it's going to be a bit tight, that. Oh, some of these ones. That's awfully close. Just move them back a little bit. Give me a little bit more room. Gonna be looking in one another's looking through one another's windows there. Just thinking maybe a couple of small ones down here. One there. Oh, go on, just do one on that line there. No, it's not going to have it. What about them? Maybe get two of them in there. Two of them there, that'll do. Right, so anything else I need? I need some sports facilities and a pub. Chuck a pub up in here. Put some couple of sports fields down this end. Couple in there as well. Right, paths. My favourite bit. Excuse me. Right, let's get these hooked built up. I'll be back in a second. Right. I thought I wouldn't talk to you with endless path laying. It's taken me quite a while. I stuck a few statues in somewhere. There's a Lenin there, and where did I put the other? Oh, I put a couple of Soviet symbols there. I put another one somewhere, but I can't find it now. It will appear. Yeah, no, I definitely can't find it. I'm pretty sure I stuck another one in somewhere. But we got down nothing down. Yeah, I don't know. It's this is the statues in there somewhere. Right. Oh my god! Turn the wireframe off. Can I go and have a beer now and just sit back and chill out? That is exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to go and relax and watch this get built. So I'll let them come down here, build the construction yards. As soon as the construction yards are built, I'll move the construction crew down here. Then I'll get them to build this. As soon as this is built, I'll go and get some people, and then I'll set that bus platform. Just remember, you can't get through there. The only other thing I do want to build first is fire station, just in case. Whoops. Yeah, let's get a fire station in out here. Let's get some ambulances. Get a hospital in. Yeah, let's stick a hospital right there. And a pollution station. Pop that there, so it's somewhere. In fact, no, I usually pop them next to the fire stations. I don't know why, but it's just so I know where they are, really. Just go to the fire station and look for one. Right, let's get a bit of footpath going across to there. Let's get this side joined up as well. No! I don't want to come off that bit. I'm trying to get that bit there that I'm pointing to. There we go. Thinking whether I need to hook that side up. Probably not, but couldn't do it anyway. Right, I have definitely had enough. So this road's getting done. So we're having to bring people down from up there. I could really do with putting that road in. I need to get that train line in as well, so I'm going to go and have to level some of this out, because I want the train line to be flat across here, because we're going to have a fueling station and going to be access to the train depot and everything else, the construction yard. So train construction yard's probably going to come off that bus station as well. Must remember that they're not bus stops, they are bus stations. That one's a little bit wonky, but it's going to have to do because I'm not going relaying everything right now. Stick a few bushes in. A few beeches. And a few acacias. I'll do. Right, so they'll start growing. Make it look reasonably nice anyway. And know I haven't got town hall and stuff, but yeah, I'll probably put that over this side and build the town up around this way as well. We're going to need more shopping centres, more schools and all the rest of it, but you haven't done the electric. Oh my god. Right, I need a switch. Need a transformer up here. Just thinking where the best place to put this will be now. I'm in two minds of actually having two. I think I am going to do. I think I'm going to have one here. Oh, did you build that on the wireframe yet? Get me another switch there. I think I'm going to put one up here somewhere. Probably there. Right, let's set these out a bit. Um, 124,000. How much? I'm going to go and do my trick with the well, not my trick, but the trick with the roads. Right, let's get this in somewhere where it covers everything at least. Let's get one on this side of town. Get one there. Put one up here. That should be everything covered. I'm not sure it covered that last. I don't think it did. It's going to have to be a bit further over. Can I get it in there? Give him with a road connection though. Don't know why I wouldn't connect up to that, but that'll do. I thought I'd demolish that one. There we go. Come straight out this way. Connect onto there, and then bring this down here so we hopefully don't have to move it. Let's get that booked in. Right. Oh, so we go to night time again. Now then. There's power down here, I think. There. That's what I was looking for. That. Yeah, I was just wondering about them, whether they were powered. They are going to be, because there's a substation just there. Oh right, I definitely had enough. definitely done. Definitely time to sit back and watch them build this. I'm going to go and delete every other one of these and put a little bit of road in between. Save myself quite a bit of money there on the steel. Right, I'm going to jump into a speed build and I'll see you on the other side. Right, so we're nearly finished. This one's up and running. We're starting to get people in there. Woo! There goes the electric. We just run out of staff at the power plant again. I think I need to stick another bus on this. I have got it set back to picking up at Badgergrad again. But it does occasionally run out of workers, but it doesn't take long before they turn up. They're usually pretty much there within a minute or two. Right, so we're back up and we're up and running. I've got coal oil coming into here, going into the 2 processing facilities, and that's filling me up with coal rather rapidly. So that's soon going to be full. And I haven't got anywhere to output it to just yet. Yeah, especially once these 2 get finished off as well. Over here I've got the warehouse set up, and I've got the road to Badgergrad laid in and being worked on. So that's not far off finishing, it's just waiting for people, a bit of asphalt. There'll be a dumper on the way with that, why isn't there? They're still registered to the coal mine, that's why. Building this far away from your construction yards isn't good. They don't like it. They will only do, at times they will only do 1 job at a time, and none of the vehicles will move out, even if they've got a list of jobs. I've been having a little bit of a struggle with them trying to get the vehicles moving, and they're just refusing to go anywhere. Just wait until one thing's finished, and then they'll all go and do stuff. Look, the coal mine's waiting for cement, concrete, and them lot are all just sitting there, and they're registered to it. We've got plenty of cement. I've had to put 2 trucks on there now. Even though they sat there full, it's just doing a lot of cement work. I soon doing a lot of concrete, and I soon run out of cement. Especially as I'm exporting it as well. I've got 4 trucks exporting. I think he's exporting. So they're only worth about £2 each, but it's a bit of extra money. And I have run the bank balance dry a few times. We're out of gravel. That should start picking back up again. We're set to auto buy at 34 tonnes, so we're not quite hit that just yet. I definitely could do with quite a few more quarries, but yeah, can't be bothered. He's working, he's fine, it does the job. You know, once I stop building and start planning, everything fills back up again, and we're not running out of other stuff. He's gone for some more logs. I did notice that, actually. I had a look over here before. I wonder if this has picked up any more. No tons, no trees. It's got no wood, which is no good. And we've got a fire. Oh yeah. Oh, where are we? Where's the fire station? It's there. Fine, they should get to that pretty easily. Yeah, even though this is surrounded by trees that have been down for 20 years, I planted all these when I built it. It's not picking them up. You know, I'm gonna have to go and plant a load more trees. I don't think I'm going to bother though. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this further up because it's cheap to build and it's easy to build and don't take long. So we'll get this positioned probably over here where there's a lot of trees and it's close to this. Then yeah, I think I'll probably build it down here. We're going to have the iron mines up here anyway, so I can always bring a few people down to work on that. We'll get to that pretty soon. Right, so this is up and running. I've got deliveries coming in here. There's nothing here yet, but as I could do with setting these limits. No crops, no chemicals, no fabric, no components, plastics or electronics. So we don't need that much alcohol. We don't need that much clothes. There we go, that'll do. Right, so this is set on auto buying. I've been spending quite a lot of money on food and clothing and stuff just till this got set up. Yeah, they're just the local delivery trucks. So there should be some trucks up on the way coming up. Here we go, we've got 2.9 tonne of alcohol coming in. So they're picking up from the farms, dropping off at Badgergrad first and then coming up here. It's quite a long way. I might have to put 1 or 2 more trucks on there. These are full, so we haven't got an issue here. So they're only dropping off a little bit there at the moment, so that should be fine. I do want to address a comment. Packrat, not the last episode, the one before. I was just uploading the last episode when he commented. He said, "What's the point in having a refinery if you don't bring oil in from a good supply?" And blah 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 blah. There's plenty. I've got absolutely loads of it. I've got more than enough. Man, in fairness, he hadn't seen me build this section yet. I'd only connected up 2. The reason I only connected up 2 to start with was because that was all I could afford to do, and I could barely afford to do that. I ran myself dry quite a few times. I had to pause things and stop buying in steel and let the money build back up a bit. Now these are full, but I've got like 12 vehicles on here. I've got 4 or 5 going round. I think there's 5 actually. There's 5 going round delivering. I thought I'd bought another one. No. Yeah, there's 5 going round all the petrol stations delivering. Just find one again. There we go. And there's 12 gas stations, so that's why I've got 5 on there. And they're pretty much keeping everything topped up. I'm not really having to buy much in. And these are set to pick up bitumen or fuel, the export trucks. So I've got 7 export trucks going out. If you have a look at the exports, so we're on the 26th of March and I've done over 100,000 bitumen, 28,000 fuel. Last month we did 114 bitumen and 39 fuel, so I'm doing about 150,000 a month off that at the moment, exports. The only problem with that, I know what you're saying. He did say about what did he say? It's a good location for oil around Molnar and Kaizina. Unfortunately, those are not original towns on the map. Those are places that the game names when you start building around there. I had a look and they're not on my map. They're not on the original map, I don't think. So I think there is a Kaizina here, but there's nothing there. As we go to night time, yeah, there is nothing here. Oil, and there's no oil here either. There is over here, which is possibly where you meant, by this lake, but that's getting close to where I started last time. Now the thing is, I didn't start this game, and I'm not going to start the game by looking for the richest source of anything. I'm lost. Let's get back to me where I am. Right, I'm not going to play the game by looking for the richest source of something and then just exporting it en masse, because as I've said before, that is a short-term strategy that doesn't work in the long run. And if you're playing the game like I am and building everything with your construction yards, you need longevity in your exports. So if I was to go and ramp up the exports now from where are we? That's Badgergrad. Over here. Right, if I was to go and ramp up the exports from this and flood the market with oil and bitumen, I'd drive the prices down. The prices are already down a bit. We're at 463 on bitumen and 302 on fuel. Those are lower than they were to start with. I think they were like 480 something and 320 something, 330. No, it was 337, I think. And it was about 480 something. So I've got 7 trucks going out to the border, and it's quite a way as well. So it's not like they're hitting constantly over and over and over, because I'm right next to the border. And even still, I'm already driving the prices down. So if I was to go and flood that out with a load more trucks, give it 5 years, it wouldn't be worth it. I wouldn't be making any money off them. So for example, with my clothing factory, I've limited the exports of clothing. I could have ramped this up. I could have had 1 fabric factory, 2 clothing factories, doubled up on the amount of trucks. But the prices would have either stayed the same or gone down. Now, I've only got 2 trucks exporting clothing. And if you look, this month I've exported 178,000 worth of clothing on 2 trucks. If I was to go and put 10 trucks on that, they'd be worth less than 10,000 each. You know, if I had constantly 10 trucks running out to the border, the price would be right down. As you can see there, if you look at the prices, look how they've gone up and gone down and gone up and gone down. Those 2 peaks where they've gone down are where I've added a load of extra trucks on, and it's driven the prices right down. Oh, hang on, no, that's exports. Sorry, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing there. That's exports this month, so that's how much. Yeah, so where it drops there is where we're waiting for the trucks to come in. What was it? It's this I wanted to look at. The price of. So let's have a look at this year. So the price of clothing, it's been gradually on the increase. Last year it was. See how it's increased last year. Now that would have been a decrease if I'd have had a load of trucks on there. So, you know, if you want to play the game, you play the game however you want to play the game. And if you want to go and build a massive oil refinery to start your game off, and then flood the market with loads of bitumen and loads of fuel, then that's you know, you go ahead and do that. But I don't think that I don't think that's going to last. I think give it 10 years, you'll be struggling to make any money at all. So I am trying to maintain a balanced economy whilst expanding at the same time. Don't forget, I started on hard money, so I only had a million rubles to start with, $500,000. Sorry, I just got a phone call. Yeah, so I only had $1 million to start, 1,000,000 rubles and $500,000 to start with. So it wasn't like I could have gone and set up a big industry anywhere. Anyway, starting on hard money, you've got to be penny pinching all the time, and you've got to do things a little bit at a time, gradually. But considering where I started and how much I built, I think I've done pretty well so far. Considering, and I've got a well balanced economy. I've got money coming in all the time, and I'm not damaging the market, apart from with bitumen and oil at the moment. So right there, 7,300. They were like 8,006, 8,007 when I started. So I do want to reduce that. I want to bring that back down again, and I am gonna cancel some of my other exports. I'm probably gonna stop exporting alcohol and reduce the amount of alcohol I'm producing, because I'm buying in crops, and this is where you come unstuck with this game. When you're buying in your raw resources. For 10 or 15 years you'll be fine, 20 years even you'll be fine, but you're going to get to the point where your raw resources, your imports, are that expensive that your exports, you're making less money than it's costing you to buy the raw materials in. You know, and I'm trying to aim to not get into that mess. I see people building, you know, 10 steel plants and massive train stations, and, you know, big loads of queuing at the border, and I think that's all well and good, but, you know, give it a few years, mate. Let's have a look at your prices then. So I'm not saying I do this the best way. I'm not saying this is the right way to do it. This is the way I play it. This is the way I like to play it. I'm aiming for a balanced economy. I'm not aiming for, this isn't financial tycoon. I'm not aiming to have trillions of rubles in there. It's not going to do me any good. All it's going to do is just encourage me to start going buying stuff, and just, yeah. If I just expand rapidly, then I'm going to kill the frame rate. I'm going to cause problems that I'm not going to be able to sort out. So building slowly like this suits me a lot better. I like to build like this because I can build one thing at a time, one industry at a time, move on to the next thing, move on to the next thing, do it all with my own sort of, you know, with a small amount of exports I've got, and have it maintained so that I can have 1 or 2 trucks popping out to the border with each of the resources. I may need a few more, may need another couple of farms or something for food, probably. Maybe a few more fields on these as well. But I want to stop the exports of this stuff. So, like I said, that figure there is of absolutely irrelevance to me. How much money there is in the bank. The only relevance is have I got enough to maintain myself while I'm building. It's slower doing it this way. It's a heck of a lot slower. I mean, recording this build, it's taken me a night and a couple of hours this afternoon as well, getting it all finished off. But I like it on the time lapses, and this is how I like to do it. This is how I like to play it. So this is working. I'll forgive you the fact that you hadn't seen the next episode yet, and I was only just uploading it. What you have to remember as well is each episode is taking me 2 or 3 days to make. Not just to record, because there's usually an entire evening in recording. There's an hour setting up, and then 2 or 3 hours of building, and then maybe another hour or 2 the next day. And then I'll record the start of the next episode and get some of that built, and then when I get a bit of spare time here and there, I'll go and edit the time lapse together. Editing the time lapse together takes me, you know, about an hour. Getting it all the music and everything, because it might be like 3 or 4 hours worth of footage I've got to get down into a 15-minute time lapse. So that takes me a while, and then there's a processing the video, takes 2-3 hours. Uploading it takes another couple of hours. So each episode is like 2 or 3 days work for me. But the reason I'm managing to maintain uploading every day is because I'm doing things at certain times. I'm recording in the evening, and I do a bit of editing during the day when I get a chance. So I get on my lunch, come back for a bit of lunch. I'll sit and do the time lapse editing. And then while I go out and do the odd job here and there, or if I'm doing stuff here at home, then I'll set it processing, and then come back to it 2 or 3 hours later when it's done. Then sort the screenshot out, and then upload it to YouTube. There's a lot of work in these, you know. It's good though. I enjoy it. The editing and the processing's a bit of a chore, but I couldn't upload the videos without editing and processing them now. So yeah. Anyway, constructive criticism is always welcome. I don't mind suggestions and people suggesting things, but I'm not going to change the way I'm playing. And I'm definitely not gonna be one of these that goes, right, where's the biggest thing I can find on the map? Right, the biggest load of coal or the biggest load of oil. Right, the biggest load of oil is right there. There's loads of it. Oh, there's loads down here. Let's just go and export oil. Make us rich. Doesn't work. I'm telling you. It doesn't work. It does for a few years, but yeah. Anyway, steel is next. I need a steel plant, and I'd rather buy in iron ore than steel, because steel's costing me an absolute fortune. See, I can start exporting steel once I get that done. It's 1600 a ton. You know, well, it's going to cost quite a bit of money importing the iron ore to get the steel production on the go, but I am going to go and build iron mines and iron town before I expand this anymore as well. I'm thinking of putting a technical university in Fraternity, and the reason being is because the headquarters of the Communist Party I can't do any research with, which I didn't know because I haven't built one before. No research available. There's never been any research available. I've never built that before, so I didn't actually know that you couldn't research with it. So I need a technical university because I've still got some chemical plant I can't build. Need chemistry. What else is there? There's something else I need to research. Oh yeah, engineering, semiconductors, electronic circuits. Yeah, so I need to go and research those. So I need a technical university, and I thought having one here would be quite good with a train coming back and forward. Because then some people would go down that way, and some people come up this way. I'll get some people up from the next town. But I'm going to build the next town first. I'm going to work my way out, get the steel up and running. Then come back, get the university in and get the train lines hooked up, and then hopefully we can get a train on the go. But that's maybe going to be another 2 or 3 episodes at least. So yeah, so it's all good. So pack rat. I wasn't having a go at you. I'm just yeah, you can see it's all working. It's there's absolutely loads of oil here. I'm producing, you know, 6 tons out of that one, 4 out of that one, nearly 6 out of that one. Can't see them because we're at night time. Hang on, it might help if I started counting these up. Right, so he's about 6, he's about 6, he's about 6, that's 18, 22, another 6, 28. He's not producing because the tank's full. He's not producing because the tank's full, but they're about another 12. So I'm producing about 40 tons of oil a day at least. So yeah, no problem. Oh, there is one thing with this. Right, I've got a pump. I set up a pump to this because it wasn't filling up, and a pump will force fuel or bitumen into one of your storage tanks. The problem with doing that is it stopped sending bitumen to this until that got full, which caused me a problem because a truck was waiting for bitumen here, so I had a big queue of oil tankers waiting to come in, so I had to set them all to fuel only. So what I need to do is connect this pump up to that bitumen tank as well, and then it will pump to both of them evenly. It should do anyway. Another thing as well, if the fuel is full, it stops producing. So it's not producing any more bitumen at the moment, unless I actually ditch some fuel. Well, let's ditch a bit of fuel, and there goes the bitumen. So I've had to keep ditching a bit of fuel every now and again just so the bitumen keeps topping up. Otherwise, I end up with a queue, and then none of my petrol stations, none of my gas stations are getting any fuel. and then it starts costing me money because I'm having to buy it in again. So I need to redo this setup a little bit, but it's going to be quite expensive because of all the steel. So I'm going to wait until I've got my steel mill. Once I've got my own steel, I'm going to go and rebuild this. I want more storage here, just so I can keep this working. I could limit the people that are working here. That's something else about maxing businesses out. The amount of people required to actually work in the business as well. You've got to think of all your other costs involved with keeping them fed and clothed, and getting them transported around, and making sure they've got housing and sports facilities and all that kind of stuff. So providing 500 people for that, you need a 1500 workforce. On top of that, you need at least another 900 to support the town. So you're looking at a town of 2,500 people just to support that at maximum production. So that's one entire town. Whereas at the moment, this town is supporting my coal, my power plant, coal processing, the oil processing. I don't think I've got anything else coming out of here, but yeah, it's supporting quite a few businesses. So the power does go out from time to time, just when the buses have had to wait, or they've got stuck, get stuck with these minibuses. Where are they going? Bilderberg Bus Platform 3. You're going to... That's Badgergrad Bus Platform. I want to see where these... I think these minibuses might still be going out to the... What's this? What? Hang on, I've got something wrong here. Oh, no, that's fine. It's fine. I'm getting confused. No, yeah, they're supporting this as well. Right, that's alright. I was getting a little bit worried of what I'd done there. I thought I was sending them up there. No, they're supporting the processing plant and the prefabs plant. So there's 3 little micro buses on that, and that's keeping that topped up. I could do with putting a decent bus on there, but we don't really. I'm going to reduce the workers on that anyway. Let's go 50-50. We'll keep a few more people in here and get this filled up a bit quicker. Come on. I definitely could do with a few more quarries. 2's definitely not enough for all of this. Now that I've got all these using up the gravel as well. I think a few more quarries in there is going to be beneficial. I was just thinking whether I could put another processing plant in, but it means getting the people in there, and it's quite big. So what I might do is just bring this rock face down a bit, and then whack a load more quarries on there, because I need quarried stone coming in quicker. I don't want to be buying it in, because whenever I've had to buy it in a few times when I've run out of gravel, and it's draining my economy at the time. How are we doing down here? Are these finished yet? No. Right, I'm going to let them gradually finish off. This road is getting done, so that'll make the journey round to this a lot quicker for me delivery trucks. I've only got to come from there to here then, instead of having to go all the way around. So yeah, it's working well. Everything's working really well. Yeah, what I was saying about not maxing out businesses and having to provide all the people for them. I've got this maxed out at the moment, but yeah, let's drop that. Let's get back down to 30. Got 225 tons of food in there. And my storages are getting full as well, my food storages, so I don't need all them. That needs to stay at maximum. I could do with another livestock farm. In fact, what I think I might do is move this and put another livestock farm in here, so we've got more meat coming in. Because meat's quite expensive, so... And I'm not exporting it. Or am I? I might still be, actually. I've got one truck exporting it. Just while I've got that open, I just want to go and check how we're doing up here for meat. Meat's, oh, that's full. How we're doing here. There's no meat in here. There should be. Stop jumping around. I hate when it does that. You're the shopping centre one. I haven't got the meat truck set up. No, because it's right there. Hey? Oh, it's that one. I clicked on that one. Right, yeah, okay. He's on his way up here empty. Let's send him back to the cargo station. And let's copy that schedule to this one. Even though it's right near the border. No, let's copy this schedule, that's it, to that one, there we go. Right. You get up there and go and drop that meat off in fraternity check. Right, so I'm going to stop exporting meat. And then we'll see how we get on with that farm then, and see whether or not I need a second one. I am going to do, because I've got another town coming, so I'm going to have one farm providing 4 towns. The next town's growing here, and fraternity check's going to get quite big as well. Because I need 1,800 people to work the mines on the 3 shifts. I need another 90 for them, another 900 for the town, maybe more. So probably going to need about 4,000 or 5,000 people here. No stats because I haven't built a town hall yet. Yeah, probably grow this to about 4, maybe 5,000. How big's Badgergrad? Ah, 6,000. Yeah, so I want to maybe about the same size as Badgergrad. This one up here is not going to be quite as big because it's just going to be iron mines and iron ore processing, and then get a steel mill round about halfway in between, and then we can get the coal and the iron conveyed over. I would like to use a train, but it's just too expensive to set it up. And it's going to be too irregular. It's probably going to cost me less to put the conveyors in than it would actually set a train line up there. I'm going to stick with passengers for the train lines. I'm not going to be... I don't think I'm going to be exporting by train. As I've said, I'm not playing this game to have the biggest bank balance. I'm playing the game to have the biggest expansion, with everybody provided everything for. Provided with everything. That's the way. That's the word. Yeah. Everybody has everything provided for them. They've all got food. They've all got clothes. You know, if I could get to the stage where I didn't have to export anything, that'd be nice. But you do need a little bit of money coming in. You do have to upgrade vehicles and things, and I suppose it'll get to a point where I won't have to upgrade any more vehicles. Just keep moving the construction crew a bit further down. as we get onto more towns. Right, that's going to be long enough. It's probably going to be an hour and a half in this video. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you really soon for the next one. We'll tackle the steel industry next by the looks of it, I think. I'll see you then. Bye.